To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles, and by opposing, end them. To die, to sleep no more, and by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to. 'Tis a consummation devoutly to be wished to die. To sleep, perchance, and to dream. Aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come when we have shuffled off this mortal coil must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong? The proud man's contumely? The pangs of disprized love? The law's delay? The insolence of office? And the spurns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare bodkin? Who would fardels bear to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death? The undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus conscience does make cowards of us all, and thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pitch and moment in this regard of their currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Oh, but soft to you now. The fair Ophelia comes. Nymph, in thy orisons be all my sins remembered.
Good my lord, how does your honour for this many a day?
I humbly thank you. Well.
My lord, I have remembrances of yours that I have longed to redeliver. I pray you now receive them.
No, not I. I never gave you aught.
My honoured lord, you know right well you did. And with them words of so sweet breath composed as made the things more sweet. A perfume lost. Take them, for to the noble mind, rich gifts wax poor when givers prove unkind. There, my lord.
Are you honest?
My lord?
Are you fair?
What means your lordship?
That, if you be honest and fair, your honesty should admit no discourse to your beauty.
Could beauty, my lord, have better discourse than with honesty?
Aye! Truly! For the power of beauty will sooner transform love from what it is to a bawd than the force of honesty can translate beauty to its likeness. This was sometime a paradox. Now the time gives it proof. I did love you. Once.
Indeed, my lord, you made me believe so.
You should not have believed me. For virtue cannot so inoculate our old stock, but we shall relish of it. I loved you not.
I was the more deceived.
Get thee to a nunnery. Why wouldst thou be a breeder of sinners, huh? I myself indifferent honest, and yet I could accuse me of such things that it were better my mother hath not borne me. I'm very proud, revengeful, ambitious, with more offences at my beck than I have thoughts to put them in, imagination to give them shape, or time to act them in. What should such fellows as I do, crawling between earth and heaven? We are as knaves, all, believe none of us. Go thy ways to a nunnery, and quickly too, farewell. Where's your father?
At home, my lord.
Then let the doors be shut upon him, that he may play the fool nowhere but in his own house. Go to.
sweet heavens!
If thou dost marry, I'll give thee this plague for thy dowry. Be thou as chaste as ice, as pure as snow. Thou shalt not escape calumny. Or, if thou wilt needs marry a fool. For wise men know well enough what monsters you make of them. Go to, farewell.
Oh, my heavenly powers, restore him!
I've heard of your paintings too, well enough. God has given you one face and you make yourself another. Oh, you jeer, you amble and you lisp. You nickname God's creatures and make your wantonness your ignorance. Go to. I'll no more on it. It has made me mad. No, I say we shall have no more marriages. Those that are married already, all but one shall keep as they are. The rest shall die. To a nunnery, go.
What a noble mind is there all thrown. The courtiers, scholars, soldiers, eye, tongue, sword, the expectancy and rose of the fair state, the glass of fashion and mould of form, the observed of all observers quite down. And I, of ladies most deject and wretched, that sucked the music of his honey vows, now see that noble, the most sovereign reason, like sweet bells jangled out of tune and harsh, the form and feature of blown youth blasted with ecstasy. Oh, woe is me, to have seen what I have seen. See what I see.